In one of the lesser-known countries of Europe, we found some gorgeous mountains, electric blue rivers and lakes, as well as had our fair share of tough lust and laughs. Sink right next to the bed in case you need to vom. This is what our hostel sounds like. We went to pick up our rental car this morning, and it wasn't there. Welcome back to JX Nina. If you are new to the channel, my wife and I just finished living in a van, traveling all around the US, and now we are in Europe. In today's episode, we are going to be showing you guys the country of Slovenia.
I was reserving our trains. I wasn't sure why 6-minute layover was a problem, or like why they put it in red. I thought maybe it was because finding platforms could be hard at big train stations, but it's actually because trains get delayed like flights. So right now we're on a train that's running 8 minutes late, but our layover to the next train is 6 minutes, so we will probably miss our next train. We have our first grocery store haul for lunch.
What about these groceries?
Yeah, these are all our belongings that are killing my shoulder. I am officially over the rain. I am ready for some sun.
It'll come. After a long travel day, we finally got to our hostel, which was a little less than I noticed that we're in room J. Look at this key, high tech. Wow.
Oh, that hurt my wrist.
Look at this 5-star room. Sink right next to the bed in case you need to vom. This is what our hostel sounds like. Get to listen to that all night. Our bells are just dinging again. They're dinging it up.
Like 5 minutes. I guess you get what you pay for in a place like this. We got Jay's mega tech station. We have adapter/converter, multiple charge outlet, whatever you call that thing, and then all of his plugs. This is day number 3 for me of the same outfit. Our next day didn't get off to a great start either.
We went to pick up our rental car this morning, and it wasn't there.
We showed up like 10 minutes after the hour, and they'd already rented out our car. I was so upset. I went through all the emails that I had gotten from them and all the booking information, and it says nowhere that they'll rent out your car after an hour, and that really upsets me.
But our car just arrived. You know it's gonna be a good car when the key does this. Oh yeah.
So dusty.
Welcome to Volkswagen. This must be a European car.
Now that we got our rental car, we drove 15 minutes outside of Bled to Vintgar Gorge. I think that's how you say it. It cost $5 to park and $10 per person to get in. We did student discount.
Per person?
Well, it's supposed to be 10 per person, but I put us under student discount. I know, hack. Jay didn't want to pay it all, but there is a little turnstile that checks.
They made note of a splash zone. Despite our dislike of the rain, it kept the gorge from being crowded and made sure the river was flowing better than ever.
All about the shot.
That's what it looks like when I go pee.
After like 2 days.
Yeah, it's just so powerful that it splashes everywhere.
That's disgusting.
It's just the reality.
For being a relatively short little walk through the gorge, the walk back to the parking lot is kind of a trek. We've yet to see anyone on it. It's pretty well marked, so I feel confident on the direction we're going because we see signs, like we'll see those. So it's just 30 minutes to go. Final thoughts on Vintgar Gorge. It's expensive. I'd say it was worth it.
If there aren't a billion people, it's definitely worth
We're
it.
here in September, it's a rainy day, and there were definitely other people, but for the most part, we were always walking alone. Maybe it took us like, what, 30, 40 minutes to walk through? And then the walk back was probably like another 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, we didn't see a single person on the walk back.
Some pictures I've seen of this place on Instagram has the water rushing through like a bright blue, like the color of my jacket, and we've heard there's been mudslides. Maybe that's affecting it, but the water's like, it's still beautiful, but it's brown. Back at our new favorite lunch stop. Oh yeah. Budget grocery store. Today's lunch haul, I got 2 rolls and a packed turkey to make sandwich, and Jay got a pre-made sandwich and a drink. $5.
Look at that. They let you know if there's too many people, so they say that you can go when there's not too many people.
I like that.
Cold.
It's very cold, but pretty. I promise it looks even cooler in person. See if it drops. 15 to 14.
Ooh.
That's so fun. Zelenci Nature Reserve.
The coolest thing is the hiker counter.
This is the cool part. We've been sitting at our parking spot for like 10 minutes now because Jay's getting tired.
Oh.
And he doesn't want to get out of the warm car.
I don't.
Finally made it out of the car and to Jasna Lake. It is beautiful. Jasna felt just like a local park. There were joggers, kids playing, and people just enjoying being outside. I feel like we're in Alaska. on a slack line. Definitely been here a while. He's a little wobbly, that leg. Oh yeah.
I'm rusty.
He's back. Just been driving and we just pulled off at this insane lookout.
Now it was time to check into our mountain lodge for the evening. Want to show us where we're staying?
That little hut right there with this view. And I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know the view was this good. It is so pretty. Everyone should stay here.
Just frolic.
Yeah, that's why I'm dressing for.
Oh, and we got another fancy key.
Yeah, we did. High tech right here. So pretty. Okay, so if I've convinced you that this mountain hut should be your next dream destination, I'll give you all the info on how we booked it. I booked it directly through their website. I'll link that below. It was $118 for one night for both of us, including half board, which is dinner tonight and breakfast tomorrow. So not too bad, especially since it's including meals. They have free parking here, so that's perfect for us in our rental car. We have a private room. They do have like dormitory ones that are cheaper if you just want like a bed with a bunch of other people. 2 people, 2 meals each, and a night, and this incredible view. I'll take it. So now we didn't understand anything on the menu, and they kind of explained it to us. And then we just went with like, give us whatever's local. We got a homemade iced tea, a soup, and a main course, or a dessert and a main course. So we did one of each. And it was a lot of soup. I love soup, so it's delicious, but we're so full. And this is our dessert. I have no idea what it is. I stole this extension cord adapter to plug off his tech into.
Oh.
What do you have to say to yourself?
They gave it to us.
Outside our door?
We didn't have a single outlet in our room.
No one does.
And yeah, and there's an extension cord with ports outside our room. What do you think that's for?
The hallway use?
But there's outlets in the hallway.
I guess, just silly. Like 3 days into this trip and we're still not jet lag recovered. My eyes are so tired right now. My J's have been closing all night. We're struggling, and it's only 8:30.
So here we have our bed this evening. We have 2 separate blankets, and tonight is special because we have 2 twin beds that they pushed together for us. We didn't even have to do that. So we have a nice crack right here, as you can see, for little Nina to fall into. Was that a 2?
No.
Oh, I really wish that was a 2.
It's 10:20 p.m., which is by far the latest we've stayed up in Europe since we arrived. We're hoping to get an early start for tomorrow and catch the good weather.
Our rental car was perfect for the Julian Alps because we could pull over anytime we saw something cool. So we started the day off with some exploring.
No way I can fit my head in here.
Hi.
Hi. I thought I'd be able to stick my head through there, and I couldn't fit.
We then found ourselves at the mouth of the Soca River. The hike was quick and included some small climbing along the riverbank.
The hike was super cool. It was quick and it was pretty, but then you just get swamped by people, and then it gets really long. You're waiting around and kind of sketchy, honestly.
Because we loved it so much, we decided to make a few other stops along the Soča River as well. Oh yeah, so pretty, so pretty.
This is one of those places that I felt like could easily have been edited on Pinterest and Instagram and all the places to make it look more amazing and the water bluer than it actually is. By getting here, it's actually that blue.
All right, Nina, you gotta read it. It's the gospel.
It hasn't really been a problem for us anywhere, but there's definitely limited parking spots at pretty much every little hike that we've gone to. Even in the off season, the trails can still get crowded.
To combat this, we always recommended venturing beyond the normal viewpoints to get alone and discover for yourself what hidden gems nature has to offer.
If you're interested in any of the hikes and locations in this video, we'll leave a list down in the description. On our drive back out of the Julian Alps, Jay made us pull over one last time.
I had to get revenge on the slack line. It was a poor showing my first time, and I was just too tempted when we were driving by it again. Needed to test myself and prove myself to all these peeps out here that are taking pictures and watching me. Had to represent USA, baby.
You did it!
Wait. I just want to be able to touch it. That's what I want to do. Maybe going back the other way. Now that we had finished up in Triglav National Park, we made our way back to Bled to sneak in a hike above the lake before returning the rental car. We're in paid parking right now. It's €5 an hour, so you already know we're hustling. No resting, we gotta go. Time is money.
Oh, I can't even pronounce it, but it's pretty much the only lookout of Lake Bled. I think it's worth $5. Before we could get too comfortable up there, we had to hike back down to save our car from paid parking.
With the money we saved, I told Nina that we could get some of Slovenia's apparently world famous ice cream. Nina went up to go get 2 ice creams and didn't have cash, so they gave her the ice creams, and she was so stressed on her walk over to back to the car to come get cash that she punched holes from gripping the ice cream. This did reveal that they didn't give us very much ice cream, because look, I'm not even leaking. You can see the bottom of my scoop.
It was not stress. I had my phone out and I was trying to get my wallet out, and then she passed me a second ice cream, so 2 hands for 2 ice creams, and then how do you even get your wallet out to pay? She was really nice though. She's like, just come back later and pay when you go get cash. I was like, oh, I can get some at the car right now. She's like, don't worry about it.
2 ice creams for under $5, that's a score. At a tourist destination. That's what makes it the world's best ice cream.
Yeah, it had a sign that said it was voted best ice cream in 2017. World's best ice cream.
So cheap, makes it taste so good. All right, so this is our first gas fill up in Europe. People complain about gas prices in America, but I've heard they're even worse here. So fingers crossed, it's not that bad.
Let's find out.
Makes you fuel your car before you pay. It's kind of interesting.
So what was the gas grand total?
$23.50 euros.
It's about $5 a gallon US prices. We paid $109 for this rental car for 48 hours. Yeah, not too bad.
Say bye to Tom.
Hi Tom, you're a good car. The reason we're staying at the same hostel we stayed at the first night, even with the gurgling sink and the clock tower that went off every 15 minutes, is because it's so close to the train station and it has a shuttle that picks us up in town. So we grabbed some street food and then we're headed back right now.
Cute little box they gave me. Cute little burger in there. They charged us $1 for our sauce, which is pretty good to be fair. But there's another sauce that they gave us for free called Subscribe. Smacks, absolutely smacks. Tastes so good, completely free.
Overall, we absolutely loved Slovenia. 2 days here was a good amount of time to explore a lot of things, but had we had a few more days, we definitely could have done so much more. Highly recommend, very underrated.
Say goodbye to the bell tower.
Bye, bell tower. Humans. We just went crazy at this bakery, and it only cost us
$6.60. Nina found a little hot dog in her bread.
I was not expecting that. Tomorrow, we are headed to maybe the destination that we are most excited for on this trip overall. You'll have to watch next week and see. Bye!